Welcome back. Great to see that you're still with us for another lesson. Today, we'll delve into learning the different techniques for supplier performance improvement. Knowing the right techniques that enable improvement in supplier performance is a very important aspect in SRM. And we will be discussing them all in this lesson. Are you excited? Because we are. Without any further delays, let's begin. First, let's try to understand the importance of learning the techniques. Learning several techniques for supplier performance improvement is important itself, since you need to find an approach that aligns with the preferences of your company, yourself, and your supplier. As we all know, there's no one-size-fits-all approach. That is why learning many techniques is essential. Another important point to make is that learning techniques for supplier performance improvement can bring you many advantages, such as optimized collaborations with suppliers, continuous improvement initiatives, enhanced agility and responsiveness in supply relations, and strategic alignment. As you will go further into this lesson, you'll see for yourself why it's very important. There are 8 particular techniques for improving supplier performance, which we will all discuss in detail. Conduct analysis. The first step before everything else is to comprehensively understand your current situation and where you want to go. It's important to have a clear definition of the aspects that need improvement to achieve your company goals. A needs analysis can assist you in the following: identifying the ideal number of suppliers with your business goals and continuity plan in mind. This involves comparing your current supplier count with your ideal. You can also consider having supplier diversity to reduce the risk of disruptions in your supply relation instead of terminating and choosing the ideal supplier count. Identifying the current risks in your supply relation through the assessment of the risks that your ideal and current suppliers pose to your current company operations and goals. Selecting the appropriate metrics to assess your supplier's performance and ensuring they align with your business requirements and objectives. Involve upper management. One of the initial and crucial steps is to secure the support of your senior management for the supplier performance improvement projects you propose in your business plan. This involves making sure that your supplier performance goals align with the overall corporate objectives outlined in your business plan. Regardless of whether your business aims involve cutting costs, adopting advanced technology, exploring new markets, or enhancing productivity, your initial action should be to engage with the management and present a strong and compelling proposal. When your upper management is actively involved, it's more likely that they'll allocate resources to assist you in achieving these targets. Update server level agreements. Oftentimes, suppliers do not see any commitment from their customers beyond the immediate purchase order. Consequently, suppliers are often hesitant to make more extended commitments, like investing in additional capacity or purchasing raw materials in advance. A straightforward service level agreement establishes the mutually agreed upon terms for conducting business with a supplier. These agreements typically do not set a minimum purchase requirement, nor they grant exclusive rights to the supplier. However, they unmistakably indicate to the supplier your intention to maintain a business relationship throughout the agreement's duration. This, in turn, allows the supplier to organize their operations and resources to meet your requirements. Maintain measuring supplier performance. More often than that, discussions with suppliers revolve around anecdotes, worst-case scenarios, and personal opinions. Suppliers often have their own perspective on the challenges you've encountered, leading to unproductive conversations or negotiations. However, by establishing straightforward, agreed-upon metrics, you and your supplier can engage in more productive conversations about their performance. The most common supplier metrics focus on 2 critical areas: delivery in full and on time, and quality. DYFOT is typically measured against the agreed-upon supplier lead time, while quality can be straightforward as tracking the numbers of defects, credits, or justified complaints. These metrics should be incorporated into the service level agreement and reported regularly, and any performance issues should be promptly addressed and resolved as they arise. Ensure supplier information is correct. No matter what sort of system you use, data and information in these systems must be accurate. This means that there should be an accurate representation of how you use materials, such as planned inventory levels, safety stock, and the real lead time from your suppliers. It's also quite important to regularly check and update this information because it can change over time. For instance, if your material usage goes up, you may run out of stock frequently while waiting for a restock. Likewise, if your assumptions about your supplier's lead time are incorrect in your restocking systems, it can lead to shortages. Establish routines and predictability. In the business setting, it may be inevitable to encounter customers who are hard to predict. Their orders come unexpectedly and they are often urgent. You try your best to meet these sudden demands, but sometimes you may not succeed and efforts may not seem enough for these unpredictable customers. The same unpredictability can be applied to your customers who might do some unpredictable things once in a while themselves. Make sure to remember that it can be easier for them to deliver your orders when your orders are consistently predictable. This can be done through placing regular, frequent orders like daily or weekly and maintaining a steady order quantity. To make your demand even more predictable, you may use the every part, every interval scheduling method or the EPEY, which is a framework that aims to reduce excess inventory, shelf time, and order fulfillment time. Additionally, sharing a general and high-level monthly forecast can help them plan accordingly. Once your supplier understands your ordering patterns, they can prepare materials and productions to meet your orders promptly. Such scenarios can significantly improve the reliability of your supply relation and in turn reduce the challenging phone calls with both your suppliers and customers. With the right materials readily available at your disposal, you'll be better equipped to give customers what they need, on time and in full. This is an example of an EPEI template, which you can use to assess the supplier. Change over time. This is where you measure the time required to change equipment from product A to product B. The time can vary from minutes to days, which means equal importance must be given when calculating production time and production sequence. Quantity of units produced. This measurement plays an important role in determining the leveling approach because it considers all factors such as order quantity, demand predictions, and the necessity for safety stock. Variety of models produced. Like the number of units, the variety of models produced significantly influences the production cycle's composition. The product with the highest demand should be given priority in terms of quantity, and so forth. Cycle length. This metric concerns the time it takes to produce each item in a batch. It encompasses the time required for changing over the machinery to prepare for the next item in the batch. Interval length. This measurement assesses the duration needed to manufacture the entire batch. The interval length can range from a single shift to the entire life cycle of a product. Oversee improvement initiatives together. Cultivating transparent communication and tangible methods to measure progress can enhance the company's supplier performance. One way to do this is by engaging both the buyer and suppliers in overseeing improvement initiatives. When both parties collaborate on creating these strategies, it drastically improves accountability and helps identify the right steps to enhance performance. By using this collaborative approach, suppliers become more motivated to enhance delivery. Assess the most severe shortages. Improving supplier performance entails setting up a system that assesses and gives priority to the most pressing supply shortages. One method to do so is to create a strategic plan for prioritizing tasks so both you and your suppliers can focus on things that need immediate attention and can greatly benefit the company. By preventing professionals from spending time on less important tasks, This approach can boost the overall efficiency and productivity of both you and your suppliers. Your company can concentrate on the most critical requirements and communicate these needs to suppliers, ensuring timely delivery of materials or products. This aligns both parties towards a shared objective, ultimately enhancing business efficiency and profitability. That ends the discussion for now. See you in the next lesson.